extroverted senses, we just got it like that. We do have a natural swagger, charm about us, the way we walk, the way we talk. I kind of want to test my mic out, but I also want to talk about this. I got more reaction videos coming. Seems like y'all like them. Just make sure y'all leave me suggestions. Also, as I've been saying lately, I'm an online fitness coach. I'm currently taking on clients and stuff like that. There are limited spots though, but make sure you guys, if you're interested, fill out the form below and book a free consultation with me. But anyways, let me go ahead and talk about this real quick. Okay, now we know like kind of nowadays it's a little bit more biased, which I mean, it can be, it's gotten better since I started making my videos on them. Remember the mid videos I was making like a year ago, talking about INFJs and stuff? After I made those videos, it seems like it's kind of been spreading around. Maybe it has a little bit of a ripple effect. It's not as bad as it was a year ago. A lot of people seem to need more balance, I say, within that since last year. But I do want to talk about, like, people don't talk about like certain things anymore. Like when I first got into it, it seemed like people don't talk about certain like strengths of extroverted, not even extroverted senses, the senses in general. People don't talk about them no more. Of course, we don't want to stereotype, but stereotypes do happen for a reason. Things become stereotypes for a reason. There is a little bit of truth in every stereotype. Let's not pretend like there isn't a little bit of truth in every stereotype. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about how people don't talk about SC charm anymore, and they don't consider it when they're typing people. You gotta, like, something like when people are typing people, they try to type too many people as intuitives. But sometimes, like more often, a lot of times though, like you might see me type somebody, but something that people don't consider, like a lot of times, SC users, we have a natural swagger and a natural charm about us that really no other types really, or temperaments, no other temperaments really match the amount of swagger a SC user has. And that's just what it is. I mean, it's not me trying to be like, oh, I'm better than my type, SC users are better than other types. I'm just saying, like, we just tend to have more of a swagger, a natural swagger about us. Like the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we dress, things like that. Of course, not every SC user necessarily can dress well. There's some SC users that can't dress well, but most of the time we can dress well. It depends on how much, I think it depends on how much energy and effort we're putting into it. Well, not even energy and effort, because a SC user that dresses well, it takes no effort for us to put something together that look nice if we know how to dress. Like, you know, like other types that dress well, it seems like they put so much thought into it. If you see like an esfp or something that knows how to dress well, you would think that they spent weeks planning their outfit. No, they did not spend that long planning their outfit. More than likely, they thought about it maybe the night before and just put it together as they went. It's just that natural for us, you know what I'm saying, if we know how to dress. Like me personally, I do know how to dress. I get complimented on how I dress a lot. I do keep up with trends and stuff like that, but I don't follow every single trend. I wear things that I think look good on me, and I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. The way I dress, you would think that I spent like so much money on my clothes and things like that. And also, I'm a black dude. I dress like a black dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just how I dress. But you would think my clothes would be expensive. My clothes are not expensive, but I just know how to pick my clothes out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Part of it is just being an extroverted sensor. But yeah, I'm not gonna wear something that don't look right on me just because somebody else wearing it. And I'm just not gonna wear no Dame brand stuff if I don't like the way it look. You know what I'm saying? And also, SC users, we the main trendsetters when it comes to dress, how people dress. Mainly the trendsetters are gonna be SC users. We set most of the trends. It's not necessarily that we doing something that hasn't been done, which we could be doing something that hasn't been done, but we do it in a way that it hasn't been done before. That's more of like an SC users. We were more what they could describe us as original, versus like intuitive types. They may be more of what like you would describe them as creative. They might create something innovative. But SC users in our own way, we're innovative as well. Like we original. But people don't talk about that enough anymore. Everybody, of course, the focus is more on intuitives, and especially with the new people. But something that people don't consider sometimes when typing to types, like say if you're mixing a type up with a SC user with a different type, like I can't really think of a real good example right now where that happens. Maybe like a Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee got a natural swag about him. We all know it. Well, most people know Bruce Lee's an ISTP, but of course you got a few people trying to say he's intuitive. I mean, those people are really just being biased for the most part. Now, some people, if they have valid reasons, I'm not gonna say you being biased, but most of the time people are just being biased. But yeah, it's just it just is what it is. It's not like, doesn't mean we're better than you. Just because we have a natural swagger about us that other types don't have, or let's say like versus like an any user, like the any counterpart, we do like just to be honest, ISTPs, we have a natural swagger about us that INTPs don't quite have. Now, does that mean that they can't develop their own kind of swagger in their own kind of way? No. Any users, NI users, they can develop their own little swagger that fits them real well, that works for them. But it's not quite the same. Like, I don't think, like, in general, when it comes to, like, swagger, looking cool, being smooth, other types just can't match us. It just is what it is. Y'all got to give us that one. Y'all got stuff, too, that's good about y'all, but that's just what it is. But, like, yeah, when it comes to typing people, it should be taken into consideration a lot of times. People, like, try to, like, act like, oh, let me use Andrew Tate as an example, because I hear people trying to type Andrew Tate as intuitive. That swagger that Andrew Tate has, that natural, confident swagger he has, extroverted sensing. I'm sorry. Now, they're like, people try to type him as an ENTP or ENTJ a lot. I think they're just saying that because he's successful. But let me get off of that, because then people's opinions, I don't know, people like have different opinions on things. And I'm not trying to stomp on nobody's opinion, but I'm willing to bet a lot of money that Andrew Tate's a SC Dom. I'm just going to say that. I'm willing to bet all the money I have, literally. But yeah, that's just, let's just put it like this hypothetically. If you don't agree with that, let's just say hypothetically, that could be an example. But like, people do that though. Like when somebody has a lot of swagger about it, I think sometimes intuitives kind of wish they had that kind of swagger in some cases. Not all the time. If you're not doing that, don't take offense. But sometimes y'all do that. Sometimes y'all wish y'all had that kind of, like, y'all kind of think like, oh, I wish I was that cool. So that must mean he's intuitive. Like, sometimes y'all do that. I'm just being honest. But I mean, it's no big deal. Like, and also too, like, I know, like, in my recent videos, I'm talking about things I like and don't like about certain functions. It doesn't mean, it's not never nothing personal. I hope y'all not taking that personal. There's things I like and don't like about every single function. And I think it's cool that to tell both sides something about it. Like, things I like and don't like about it. I think it's makes it more interesting versus saying like nothing but super. Even though I'm not being mean, I'm being real, still being nice about it. Of course, I'm not really saying nothing really bad about functions, but I'm gonna just throw that out there. But yeah, this is my thoughts on that. Extroverted senses, we just got it like that. We do have a natural swagger, charm about us, way we walk, way we talk. It's just because we're in our bodies and we just know how we look in the environment. We know how we sound a lot of times. Well, we have a better idea of it than probably most people most of the time. As far as like looking cool, we're aware of things that appeal to the senses. So that involves like looking good, sounding cool, looking cool. Because they say we are kind of in the five senses, which is not really that simple, but there's a little bit of truth to it. We just kind of just know what appeals to the senses. That's how we'll go about it. we have a natural charm about us. It's like SE charm. That's what people used to talk about all the time. SE charm, like people just don't talk about it anymore because, you know, whatever. But I just want to bring it up, you know, because it is a factor, you know, so we can't pretend like it's not a factor. But of course we don't want to stereotype either. We don't want to just assume just because somebody looks cool that they're a extroverted sensor all the time. Or if they seem like they have a swagger about them, like they're always an extroverted sensor. Because some people just do it regardless of type. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content. But anyways,